Hey man, if you're not challenging your teeth while you're eating, what are you even doing?
Enjoying my food. Dude, what is a challenge to your teeth? What does it even mean?
Getting like gobstoppers and forcing your way through those things? Or like some lemon heads here and just like crunching down on them?
Do you do that again, but like open mouth? I need to hear that on the microphone.
I don't. Right.
Everybody listen up. This is not good for your teeth. Do not do this.
Forgive me, because this is disgusting to chew with your mouth opened up.
That is so not good for your teeth, homie. Welcome. What is this, episode 60?
Episode 60.
We didn't even look it up beforehand. Welcome to episode 60, everybody. It is your midweek sad boy update. I also have candy in my mouth, but I'm not going to crunch it because that's just not my vibe. So I'm going to finish these throughout the episode here very shortly, and I'm going to let him carry on the conversation for now.
Welcome to episode 60. Hope you enjoyed episode 59. I hope you enjoyed the music at the end. And if you haven't finished that episode and gotten to the music at the end, please, please, please pause this one, go back and listen to that real fast, and then come back to this so you can appreciate the amount of time and effort that I put in to that outro.
It was a very good one.
Yeah.
I got to preview it before the episode came out. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I can't even do that.
Because you don't test your teeth enough.
I feel like I'm going to hurt my jaw.
You don't test your jaw enough.
Yeah, yes, I do. Anyhow, where were we?
Episode 60. If you haven't already, please like, follow, subscribe, share the podcast with a friend. Rate the podcast. Go down there where it says to rate. Give it 5 stars. Anything less, not good enough. Just don't do it then at that point. Please do all those fun things. It helps get the podcast in front of more people who might also be here for it.
Ooh, we are always here for it. And I finished those. Those are delicious.
Yeah.
Lastly, of course, let's get it out of the way real quick. Everybody, you know what time it is. It's the hydration check brought to you by none other than W.GG. Use code SADBOYS, that's BOIS, at checkout for 10% off your order. Make your plain water taste better. Drink less sugar, drink more water, feel better. W.GG, SADBOYS at checkout. Shout out to those that support us, support them, and stay hydrated, everybody. Yeah. It's still sad boy summer. It's still really hot.
Yeah, it is. It is stupid hot. And
ooh, some lemon water. Ooh, nice. Yeah, lemon water.
I have another Mountain Dew.
You boys got another late night ahead of them.
Yeah, I got things to do tonight. So
are you leaving tomorrow? Or are you leaving Thursday?
Thursday.
Gotcha. That's right. You said you have a bunch of
I'm leaving
of work to do in the morning. Yeah, I still don't believe you, but you're crazy.
I'll send you a screenshot.
I will still be sleeping. Do not. Do not disturb. Notification set to silence. Don't bother me. I'm sleeping.
Notify anyway.
If not you specifically, but if anybody ever does that to me, I will find you and hunt you down.
For anybody who puts do not disturb or any of those things on, I am absolutely going to hit notify anyway without a single second guess. Like, should I do it? I know it's 3 a.m, but like, notify anyway. Like, it does not matter. Oh, it's 2 p.m. You're clearly working right now. Notify anyway. This is more important than what you're doing.
Yeah, no, probably. Heaven forbid it's the thing that maybe pays your bills and keeps the light on in your house. But it is definitely more important.
Hey, man, friendship is more important than work.
Fair point. Yeah, work-life balance. Everybody needs to have a better version of that. Oh, my goodness, my eye is so itchy. Alrighty, dude. How's it been? What? You know what? Let's just take a second. How you been, buddy? Let's catch me up on how your week has been.
Man, I've been just chilling with Reed.
Yeah?
At the time that this comes out, I'll have just shot a wedding in Fort Wayne. It went great. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure that the happy couple are doing good.
Yeah, shout out to Joe and Mercedes.
Don't do anything bad next week, because then we'll look silly.
Yeah, that's what happens when you shoot ahead of time. I'm sure the wedding went great, and I'm really happy with how the photos are coming out.
Yeah, yes, I've seen them all. They're great.
Yeah, they're great. Man, we're just chilling. Like, we've been playing a lot of Pokemon on the Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, tell the folks what stay-at-home dad life is like, because honestly, I'm jealous. I fucking hate going to work every day.
So
dude.
I wake up at like, I wake up at like 6:30.
I'm out. Never mind. I'll go back to work.
No. Reed comes in. It's like, hey, Dad. I'm like, what's up, bud? He's like, nothing. I'm like, hey, I'm so tired. Take your tablet, grab a snack, and go back to your room for a little bit. Is that all right? And he's like, yeah, cool. I'm like, all right, great. Then I roll out of bed maybe 7:30. We have some snacks.
You mean breakfast?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Breakfast. He eats snacks. We eat breakfast. Some cereal, Reese Puff, Cocoa Pebbles.
Man, all the classics.
Yeah, I got Life cereal recently.
Life
hits better when you use almond milk because it's a little bit sweeter.
Interesting.
It's great. And then we've been playing Pokemon. Like, honestly, dude, today.
What'd you catch?
Well, so real quick.
Oh, yeah?
We got out of bed like 7:30, ate cereal. We came upstairs. We were playing games. Next thing I knew, it was lunchtime. It was like 11:15. I'm like, whoa. Cool, time to eat. And we eat. Next thing I know, Taylor's calling me at like 2:30, 2:40 saying like, all right, I'm on my way home. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
That's my whole day.
Yeah, like how? And then like she gets home and I'm like, how is it almost 4 already? What? Like the day just flew by. So like,
I wish I was having that kind of day because I tell you at work it did not feel like it went that fast.
But like I did nothing productive. But I want to do productive stuff tonight. Like we're doing the podcast now. I'm going to finish a wedding gallery tonight. I'm going to be getting
You're ready
packed.
to go to work.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to work now.
Yeah, you had to babysit. Well, I mean, not really babysit, just like
you
had to be a parent. Yeah. You had to be a parent. And then you had to do your husbandly duties of dinner and yada, yada, yada. And then now it's time to go to work.
Yeah.
Man, jealous. The life, the stay-at-home dad life, everybody.
Yeah. But once he's back in school, it's going to be me cold calling and emailing people and showing up in businesses like, hello. Let me take pictures for you.
Pay me money,
Give
please.
me monies, please. My goal is to get a few businesses on like a retainer, even if it's a small one, like monthly.
Yeah.
That way I have like guaranteed income. And I feel like I can make it happen with one of them for sure.
Solid.
So, but what about you? What's going on? How's work? How's Trinity after her cleaning clip a few months ago? How's everyone doing?
Yeah, it's all good. Now that like I've actually had some time to like retrospectively like think of my trip and just like the first half of the year, because it's insane that we're already closer to 2025 than we are to 2024. Just let that sink in that COVID was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? How?
Insane.
When? What? It was literally last week. We were locked in our houses.
Yeah.
There was no fucking way that was 5 years ago. Anyhow, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you like thought about that one yet? Just like, oh, remember that time the government paid us to stay home for 2 years?
I'm remembering it right now because
I
just played a show last weekend, which definitely went well. It had to have gone well.
Right, of course.
And we haven't played since 2 weeks before the world shut down.
Wow.
So like,
yeah.
So I absolutely have thought about it. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, dude. We were at the race the week before everything went to hell. We were at the Supercross race on Saturday, and then like that Wednesday was like National DEFCON 5. Anyhow, I'm good. I'm finally last week when I said I was over my sickness, I actually wasn't over my sickness. Now I really finally am over that sinus infection I had, dude. It put me down, dude. And like Megan caught the tail end of it, and she was sick for a little bit too. We're all better now. Yeah, it's all good. Sometimes you go to Ohio and then you just get sick.
That's what Ohio's for.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Like bank is okay. Bank is doing bank things.
Just banking, dude.
I mean, they're getting ready to switch from one bank program. We're moving over to another bank program, and the other bank program is supposed to take over some of the work. So hopefully my job gets a little easier, but we all know that that's not going to happen because that's not how the world works.
It'll get easier in like 3 to 5 years after they've worked out all the kinks.
Right, after I'm doing the job of 3 people, right, and then finally I get replaced by someone who will take half my wage. But, regardless.
Or AI.
Honestly, I'm sure that AI could do part of my job, like the part where it's like responding to emails and things like that, but I'm sure it could be coded, But there are parts of my job that I don't think right this very second a computer could do. And that keeps me, that's job security.
On that note, real quick, you can get back to your story.
Yeah. Oh,
I was doing some photo editing last night for a wedding, right?
Right.
And I was like, man, like it's kind of crazy how good this, like Photoshop and the AI and stuff is.
like the generative fill. Yeah.
And then there are times where it's like, okay, I need to like cut out this like floodlight that's in the background, and it replaces it with like someone's top of their hair in their head. I'm like,
it just takes the same lamp and flips it.
yeah, it's like sometimes you work so well, and then sometimes I'm like, I got job security. It's fine.
You're not going anywhere just yet.
Like AI can't make hands, and it can't decide where things go.
Yeah, feet and hands. Look at that
fine.
Pokemon background. That's a cool
Like
one.
that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, hands and feet. I think in mouths and teeth are like its biggest downfall right now.
Yeah. So as long as they keep programming that to be like real bad, we have job security. But like if you want to put a surfboard in the middle of a wedding photo, you can absolutely.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream of that eventually. That's gonna be fun.
We're here for it. Check us out on all of our other social medias.
Yeah.
We both have a Twitch that we stream on occasionally. What else? Thephotojason.com, right?
Oh, it's midwestcreative.us now.
Oh, that's right. We had a website change. Could you
rebranded.
Repeat that for the listeners?
midwestcreative.us.
What a website. Make sure you guys, that'll be in the show notes. Make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
And if you use code SADBOYS at checkout, save 10% off your order. Maybe I'll show up.
Yeah, maybe Jim shows up.
Or Two Fist Up and I'll show up.
Specifically that one.
Yeah, specifically, not Atlantically.
But yeah, bank program.
Yeah, dude, we're going through this big conversion. And so we're going from one bank program to another bank program. And right now I'm doing the job of 3 people because we have people on vacation. So, work is just going swimmingly.
Just think of that for whenever we're going to be in Scotland and they're like doing all this crazy work. Isn't like something happening when we're in Scotland too?
It's
that they have to deal with?
literally the day we get back.
Oh no. We're moving in a week.
So it's okay because it's going to be an extraordinarily exhilarating, relaxing trip with my friends. And, 12 hours on a plane that may or may not fall apart. I'm sure I will be super relaxed when I get back. And I will not definitely want to go sit in my cubicle for the next 40 hours. Don't worry, everybody. I'm okay. I promise. This is Jim from the future in October. He didn't kill himself. I promise. He's still here.
Yeah, I got the whole week off. I talked to my boss and I'm like, hey man, I can't do it. And he's like, it's fine.
I'm going back to the country and I'm just not coming. What? The bank conversion stuff is like starting.
Yeah.
And the big culmination and go live date is literally the day we fucking get back. So, I'm sure it's just going to be great. Anywho, Trinity is fantastic. Her hair is finally starting to grow back.
Oh, good.
The scabbing is all better and good, and she's still a little derpy ass oaf. She just runs around and barks at her own farts. It's just doing dog things.
Classic dog things,
Yeah,
dude.
dog things. Oh, man. Dirt bikes are on. So, I really can't complain because every Saturday I get to watch dirt bikes. And then, we are going to one of the races too later this year. So that'll be fun. So, yeah. Lots of cool, I shouldn't say cool because it's not really cool, but just lots of stuff happening outside of the podcast land that you just got to get through every day,
Yeah.
Life be doing life things.
You got to have those things that you look forward to.
Yeah.
You watching dirt bikes and stuff and looking forward to the trip. I watch wrestling.
Right.
Every week.
You get to watch wrestling like 4 nights a week.
I only watch 2 nights a week and then the pay-per-view. So like 3 nights, there's one coming up this Saturday. I'll be playing a show when it's on. So
you'll just have your phone on a stand on one of the monitors just while you're playing.
Oh my God. I'm going to be.
Get him! Joe Hendry or whatever his name is.
I believe in Joe Hendry. No, I'm gonna wake up at like probably 6 the next morning and watch the replay. So I'll have all my social media deleted from my phone going into Saturday evening.
No self-control just to not check it, right?
No.
Zero.
No. It's not even that. The one time they introduced a new like world heavyweight championship belt, right?
Right.
And they had a match at a pay-per-view, but it was at like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Uh-huh.
I deleted all my social media. I checked my email and they're like, the new inaugural champion, Seth Rollins. I'm like, The email got me. It wasn't even social media.
Not
They're like, pre-order the new belt, the inaugural champion Seth Rollins. I'm like,
not the promo email 5 minutes after the match concludes.
So like,
spoiling it.
So I go to watch the match, and I'm like,
well, this
fast
sucks.
forward, fast forward, fast forward.
You don't even want to see how it ends.
Yeah, stomp and 1, 2, 3, got it. Fast forward and next match. Okay, it's like the email. So like, I don't even check my email when that comes up. Like,
now we know why he has 800 missed text messages. He's afraid of seeing wrestling spoilers.
Yeah.
Did I just justify your terrible electronic behavior?
Hey, to be fair, I did go through
fair.
Instagram and I started replying to some messages. So the reason I figured it out, I have no notifications for Instagram turned on.
Me neither.
Because I manage the tattoo shop, like Johnny's thing.
Right.
So like,
You got some client profiles on there.
That man gets,
I bet,
so
comments,
many
likes,
comments,
DMs.
likes, story reactions, story comments, DMs. I'm like, I don't want any of this. This is not my job. I don't want any of it. So like, that's why I don't see anything. And
That's
like,
fair.
if I don't like, if I'm not going to post something, I like never open the app. So whenever I post something for him, I always go to mine now.
Right.
I'm trying to reply to some message. So I'm getting there.
Yeah, your message is super important to us. It will be received in the order, or it will be responded to in which order
It'll
was
be
received.
responded to in 4 to 7 business months.
Please don't reply, as this is a non-checked inbox.
It's really bad when like I go to reply to a message and it's like, this was from November of 2023. And I'm like, I'm not going to reply to this one.
They definitely will remember what they said.
Yeah, it's like, this reel is not available anymore. This story is not available.
User has
Like,
deleted content. You're like, that was really funny. I loved it. I don't even remember what the fuck you're talking about.
like, well, it's what happens.
Yeah, that's when you just delete the message and start over.
Dude, like I said, if I didn't have a creative business, I absolutely would not be on any social media whatsoever.
I find that hard to believe.
I wouldn't.
I find that hard to believe.
I love scrolling memes and stuff like on Facebook, but like I would not have any social media.
If it wasn't for the photo business, he says, or just creative business.
The creative business in general. I would not have. I would just watch videos on YouTube.
Let's put him to the test in a couple of years, everybody, when he gives up on. I'm kidding.
Oh, whoa. Never giving up.
Never stopping.
And never stopping.
Yeah, that.
I don't want to give up on this because I
Never
like.
gonna give.
Never gonna give.
I was just rickrolling you.
Because I mean I like my job.
It is pretty rad to stay at home. Dad is pretty jealous. Not gonna lie, pretty jealous.
Yeah.
Minus the dad part. But anyhow, all right. We have. Thanks for listening to us ramble. I haven't caught up with my homie here in a hot minute. I've been too sick to like pay attention to the world around me.
Oh.
Speaking of the world around us, how great was that debate last week?
I honestly, I saw comments of it. I saw screenshots. I saw like small clips.
I mean, I caught like the last, 45 minutes of it. Trash.
And I feel like
Trash.
a lot of people are in the same boat. Like, can we just get like, can we re-roll? Can we mulligan and get 2 more, please?
Literally anybody else.
Anybody.
Anybody else. Holy shit. Both parties, trash. I
Like-
can't believe those are the two that we have to choose
It was
from.
literally just like a has a bigger dick contest for the whole time. That's literally it.
Even when they were like, oh, Mr. President and former president, could you please tell us about what you plan to do for child hunger? And they're like, my golf game's pretty sick. What the fuck was that about? Like, this guy couldn't even swing a golf club if he tried. Sir, that wasn't the question, but thank you. Have a good day. Fucking idiots. Anyhow, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of the episode. Both of them. They both started arguing about their fucking golf game.
Oh, man.
Both of them are trash. I am not taking sides. They're both fucking garbage. Anyhow, let's do the real podcast now.
Alien Overlords 2024.
They have to be lizard people. There's no way that they're not lizard people. Like no two actual human beings can literally feel that least amount of compassion towards the other human beings, which means that they have to be fake. I'm telling you, nothing's real. Everything's fake. We're controlled by lizard people. And they live in their fucking underground bunkers.
You become a politician, they just like, okay, here's the rite of passage, and they just like,
I think they convert
just inject you
Yeah.
into you just.
What was I
lizard
telling
DNA.
you the other day? I think that there's a prerequisite to be president, and I think that there's a certain someone wouldn't do it, and that's why they don't get picked. But
I mean, yeah.
yeah, I mean, you have to go to the island for that. So, but
Bernie didn't want to go to the island,
yeah.
Anyway,
Anyhow,
no politics.
Well, we're done with the politics for now. So I heard an article the other day. You have your choice between Article 1 and Article 2. Which do you want to hear first? Plot twist. They're literally the exact same thing. But which one do you want to hear first?
2.
All right. Man takes flight to another state to attack rival online gamer with hammer.
All right.
Would you like to take a guess at what state this took place in?
Florida.
Ah, way to go.
Yes.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah. Okay.
So, let's see. This happened 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
2 weeks ago in June in Florida. A 20-year-old man was arrested after he took an overnight flight from New Jersey to Florida, which in the grand scheme of things, I think was a shorter flight than like Raleigh to Charlotte. So put that into perspective.
Interesting.
I don't know the logistics of
Just
that.
go straight down.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Anyhow, the article was making, or the video that I saw was making fun of the fact that it was like a 17-minute flight. And it's like, I don't think that's logistically possible from New Jersey. I don't think the person had read the article prior to making their joke. But anyhow.
Yeah.
20-year-old man arrested after he takes overnight flight from New Jersey to Florida to attack his rival. Man rolls up to this dude's house at 2 a.m. carrying a claw hammer.
Oh no.
I'm skipping all the boring stuff where it doesn't matter where he slept that night. Oh, allegedly snuck into the victim's home, dressed in black, wearing gloves and a mask, and attacked the dude with the hammer. The victim's stepfather heard what was going on, gets up. Victim suffered severe head wounds, were determined to be non-life threatening. Nassau County Jail on attempted murder charges. So when they asked him why he did it, this is where I was going with this. When they asked him why he did it, he stated that he's a bad person. The person he attacked is a bad person online. And he says that the guy who he attacked killed him in a video game and went after him with a hammer in real life because he's bad. Like the guy who did the attack was bad at video games. So the reason that there's 2 articles is because this one happened last week, but a couple of years ago, the same thing happened where a dude, and this is the other article that you had to pick from, man stabbed over video game. So this guy gets shanked in Counter-Strike. You know what Counter-Strike is, right? So you know that Counter-Strike is one of those games that is mostly played from a distance in terms of other characters. It's a lot of shooting involved. Mm-hmm. This man gets stabbed with a knife in the game. So you had to be very, very close. And I think in the Counter-Strike game, they have sort of location-based communication. So like if you get close to somebody in the game, you can like talk.
Like a whisper?
Yeah, and they can hear you. This dude like rolls up, stabs him in the game and says some ignorant shit to him, and then this dude found him in real life and then stabbed him in real life. Like, what? No. Imagine just being so bad at a game that you get mad that you actually murk somebody IRL. It's a good thing that maybe we were young when the Call of Duty 4 lobbies were out, because if we had adult money and could like fly and or travel to various locations back when PlayStation wasn't monitoring voice chats and Microsoft wasn't banning kids for saying slurs and things like that, could you imagine like what happened in the old school Halo lobbies?
The Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty lobbies.
Vile places.
Oh my God. The kids nowadays would not be able to handle.
Dude, they could not handle the the atrociousness and the vileness of what used to happen in online gaming.
Like you would remember getting on like Gears of War, you get into the lobby and like before the game starts, you're hearing everybody talking, all the 8 players or whatever it was, and like
wasn't it 16 because it was 8 and 8, or that was Call of Duty was 8 and 8?
Yeah. You're hearing like everybody talk. It's like no one was like really doing parties or anything. It was kind of like listening to your teammates and stuff, and like. But now it's like I get online, I get in a party, so I have zero chance of talking to anybody that I don't know.
Yeah, online gaming's kind of moved on to be like kind of super like solo play style now. There's not like a lot of team camaraderie anymore. It's all vileness. And
I mean, whenever I get on like Grand Theft Auto, like with Derek or Sean or anybody, whenever we're about to get off for the night, we always allot like 10, 15 minutes to go around and just be the worst players in the lobby. Like, oh, you're moving product from your nightclub?
Let me get on my flying motorcycle that shoots missiles.
This. Yeah, let me get in my Deluxo, my flying DeLorean, and just pop missiles. Yeah, I'll just grief everybody. I'm just going around, just
It's unfortunate though that like you just can't say the things that you could say then anymore.
Oh no!
Like you get banned. You get a comms ban one day and one time, and it's like a 4-day ban. It's not fun.
Yeah, but now you would get like sued and blasted on TikTok, and someone would come to your house and hammer your head in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man rolls up with a hammer because you called him a noob.
You ask him what the shape of Italy is, and then he's like, "It's a boot," and he curb stomps you in your head in real life. It's like,
oh man, I always enjoyed trolling the Christmas kids that would get their Xboxes and their PlayStations like. For the holidays, and you tell them like, oh, hey, the infinite grenade glitches, circle up A. And that was like the back up confirm button. And then you would just see them leave the lobby. You'd be like, infinite grenade, circle up A. And then it would just be like, bing, 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 bing. Like 3 of them would quit immediately. You're like, hey, idiots.
Dang.
Let's see what else. Or go ahead.
I say whenever I would play on GTA, like on Xbox One, I remember you could do like a thing where if you go into a public session, you could go into the NAT setting and like reset your NAT setting, and it would boot everyone from the lobby except you. And then you could invite your friends and have your own like public session by yourselves.
That's insane. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You would just sit there and watch everybody just leave. And it was like, yes.
Wow.
Peace.
Man.
Yeah.
Online, how often do you play with your homies online anymore?
Rarely.
Rarely. Same, dude. Like I had like probably 3 or 4 guys that we played Overwatch with 3 nights a week. Back when we used to play, like you said, GTA, it was you, me, Derek.
I remember one time we had like 7 people in GTA going around getting like the stunt.
We were doing the stunt jumps. Yeah.
That was awesome. Having like a group of us just going around, just having fun. That's what I loved about the game was like the big sandbox style. But yeah, like now, like I could get a few people to go and play. Sometimes I'll play games with my brother, like Destiny. And Sean sometimes half the time I just get on my portal and I just play like WWE 2K.
Yeah.
Or single player games.
Lately I've been playing a lot of MX bikes. I'm trying to get good at virtual dirt bikes since I wasn't good at real dirt bikes. I've got about 25-ish hours into this game so far, which doesn't sound like I understand that that's a whole day. Like that's not really a lot in the grand scheme of things when it comes to video game hours and things like that. I'm not very good at the game, even though I've played it for an entire day. So that, I agree with you. I've been playing a lot of single player stuff. I played the shit out of Dead Island. I was just thinking about games. GTA 6 is supposed to be coming out sometime next year. And any other multiplayer games coming out that like would actually be worth picking up a LAN party with some friends?
I think GTA 6 is going to take over for the longest time.
Yeah. It will rain. Do you think they're going to try and pull like something crazy where they like release it early? Where they're like, oh yeah, it's coming out in the fall. And they're like, surprise, summer drop, GTA, because it's all going to be digital.
I don't think they will just because, like a lot of things, same thing with like movies. games are, kind of like that now, where it's like people are rushing things out, games aren't ready, and then they're doing terrible. And like there were game studios that shut down.
Yeah.
Because, the game does so bad that it's just a financial burden, and they're like, well, we can't support this anymore. So like, I think a lot of companies are starting to be like, it's done when it's done.
Yeah,
like,
we're not going to rush it anymore.
We saw how Cyberpunk went, and somehow, miraculously, there should be a movie on how well CD Projekt Red recovered from that terrible launch, and now Cyberpunk has like almost
2 DLCs, right?
Yeah, like I think it has
DLCs?
like 1 or 2 DLCs, but like almost all like overwhelmingly positive reviews now because they like, remember the one big patch they put out was like 30 some pages of patch notes.
Holy shit! How did I miss that?
It was like the first one that they put out after they had to like take it off the digital store, so no one could buy it. They're like, all right, it's down for a bit. We're going to work on some things. It was like 30 some pages. My Mike sent it to me.
That's insane. It's a damn PDF.
Yeah, it was massive. Like all the things that they changed. And I remember I got started playing it again. I'm like, damn, this is good now.
Well, shit. Maybe it's time I actually reinstall that game because I paid full price for it and I played it for 2 hours.
It is definitely worth playing now.
Interesting. So, check me out and
Night City.
Night City, yeah. Cyberpunk 2077 coming at you live. I don't know. Sounded like something they would say in the game. You got any stories? Got anything fantastical? I have my 2 stories about dudes getting killed in video games and then getting killed in real life. Well, only one of them died in real life, but
just got a text from Cody. It just made me laugh because his name is Flavor Daddy on my phone.
Not Flavor Daddy.
Not Flavor Daddy. Yeah. Let me see. What do I have today?
I have some other stuff if you don't have anything.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I'm banking on you right now.
Oh, what a terrible idea to bank on me. I'm not worth my weight in gold at all. Anyhow.
You're worth more.
So how familiar are you? Let me backtrack a little bit. What is your little homie's internet usage look like? What does a 6-year-old do on the internet these days? I'm curious.
He doesn't.
No?
He has a tablet that has an Amazon Kids subscription.
Mm-hmm.
So he has all like games, books. There's like a kids, like a Disney iHeartRadio music station. And then any apps that we pick, like Netflix, Disney, he has access to Disney, and that's it. PBS Kids, but he doesn't get any other internet usage.
Really? So what about like any of his friends? Do you know if his friends and stuff have like all kinds of unlocked internet access? Oh, I don't expect you to say yes, but if you do, that'd be great.
The only thing I know is that he had some friends when he was in daycare where the kids, his age, had older siblings, and those siblings would show them a bunch of stuff, and then Reed would come home with it. I'm like, where did you hear about this? But that's about it.
All right. Well, then, so if you had to guess, I don't know how to phrase this. Do you think that you could find nudity on YouTube if you tried? The wheels are turning. I think it's okay to say yes, because the answer is yes.
I would assume and this is nothing against this in any way, but I know like people get away with nudity on Instagram because of breastfeeding, right?
Correct. I have also seen some of those. Yep.
So like I would assume, depending on the type of content, there's a way to get around it on YouTube.
Well, there's always a way, right? You have to phrase it as educational.
Yeah.
What is another super popular trend on TikTok and Instagram that usually involves people's bodies? What about like so-and-so try-on hauls, or I went to blah, 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 check out all the outfits that I bought, right? Those hauls or those get ready with me's and things like that. What if there was a huge trend on the internet where somehow they can't block this stuff because it's just the nature of the game, but like sheer or invisible, not invisible, but like see-through clothing, sheer try-ons on YouTube is just completely unadulterated nudity on YouTube that you could just like have access to. Now, obviously, they're not really doing anything. Like, there's no acts being performed because, like, that'll get your shit shut down. but like, oh, hey, my name is so-and-so, and check out this uber tiny micro bikini it's a sheer micro bikini. And then like, there's just her whole titty right there. Cause it's like a bikini that's this big made of damn near sheer invisible material. And you can just see right through it. And it's like, oh, so you're naked on YouTube where you're not supposed to be naked.
You found a loophole to get views.
Yep.
Got
Big brain, right? And then what's worse is it's the same. I've seen another content creator kind of cover some of this, so I'm doing a lot of paraphrasing, but it's the same concept. What else did I have written down here? Oh yeah, it's the same content, but the actual, and you'll understand what I'm saying here. The actual video is just mirrored, and then there's like something photoshopped over it so that the algorithm doesn't see that it's the same video, right? So they might like Photoshop a mirror in there or something over top this like standard part of the video that's static. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Static, where it's not moving, and they just like Photoshop a mirror or whatever into it so that, you know, it can bypass. So then now you have two channels sharing the same video, both getting millions of views to generate ad revenue. It's just, it seems bullshit, right?
It really is.
So not only are you just blasting all kinds of nudity on a place where probably kids, is where I was going with that.
Yeah. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
All the kids on YouTube watch. I mean, this kind of relates back to, it was on my order of lists when I was talking about Megan's nibblings back home. All these kids that get on YouTube and watch all kinds of gaming videos, and then Megan has two nieces that are about that start age where they're starting to like get into makeup and stuff. So like, it's only a matter of time before they get into clothes. It's like, wait, hang on a second, like this shouldn't be allowed, right? Like we all agree that that's probably not good.
I feel like there's going to have to be some kind of like content moderation change to.
Do you think YouTube's going to do that? Do you think anyone's going to give a shit? I'm just curious. Because I've got another one that's probably even worse. And then tell me how this YouTube moderation team is going to work.
Tell me.
Brazilian wax videos.
Stop.
I mean, it's an educational video to teach you how to do a Brazilian wax. And then it's just, there's uncensored vagine there on YouTube.
Then they need to have like the age restriction content. Like,
then you fall into the same category as those adult sites that are now blocked in North Carolina and other southern states where you have to provide ID verification in order to review them. So like, where I agree with you, it needs to be monitored. How does it get? Clearly it's not getting monitored, I think is where I'm going with this. But like, how do you combat that? What do? What do?
Yeah, YouTube's probably like, well, I mean, this is bringing millions of views to our platform where we're making money and ad revenue.
Let's just turn a blind eye
until it becomes a bigger problem. Let's just not think about it.
Well, did I talk about Dr. Disrespect on the podcast last week, or did I talk to you about it?
I'm not
personally?
Sure.
I think it's relevant, so we'll just bring it up. So I mean, right? You got all these kids on the internet with unfiltered internet access, and like you have no idea the person on the other end of the camera, right? And I understand the irony of me being the person on the other end of the camera. Yeah. So it's not lost on me, but like, right, Dr. Disrespect, it's a guy, it's a streamer, was a Twitch streamer who had a persona where he was like this very good video game player, and he had the mullet and he had the mustache and the big old sunglasses, and like that was like his whole gimmick. He wore a bulletproof vest. He was the doc, right? And he's out there just slaying fools and cheating on his wife a bunch of times, right? So kids watch this dude because he's really good at games. It's no different from watching like Ninja or who are other popular streamers. I don't watch a lot of game streamers. I watch like talking streamers, like shows and stuff like that. Ninja, Shroud. Oh, fuck, I don't even know. Anyhow, you get the point. So he's one of the biggest dudes in the game, right? Turns out this guy was talking to kids or an underage child in private messages, and it got leaked, and then he got banned. But they never said why he got banned. And this was like years ago. This is like, I want to say it was like 3, 4, 5 years ago, something like that. It was right around COVID time. Anyhow, Doc gets banned. No one knows why. And then it just comes out he's messaging a minor in the private messages.
So I wonder if there was like Twitch found out about it, and then they're like, we're not going to say anything because you are one of the biggest streamers on the platform.
Oh, no, they banned him.
Yeah, but they're not going to say it because they clearly let him back.
No, so the word broke of why his ban was on other websites. This wasn't on Twitch.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess so did he ever get back on Twitch or did he move to a different platform?
He went to another platform, and then the news came out of his debauchery, and I believe the other platform has also cut ties with him. I don't think they banned him, but I think they terminated his contract. And then he was also working for a game development studio as well, and they termed his contract too. And they're like, we want nothing to do with this guy.
Damn.
But it's just crazy. I mean, the scope of the uncensored internet is what kind of where the ballpark that I'm trying to play in right now. You can go on YouTube. I mean, 5, 6, 7-year-old kids, right? Your little homie. If you didn't lock his tablet down, or if he just happened to go to a friend's house, right? I don't know what time. When do kids start having sleepovers at their friend's house? What age?
I mean, being super honest, that's not going to happen. People can come here, but he's not going over there.
Okay, so whatever. So fine. In a couple of years, his buddy brings over his iPhone, and his buddy's iPhone isn't locked, and they get on YouTube and they're looking up, sheer bikini try-ons on YouTube, and now you got a 7-year-old that I'm not going to say addicted to, but let's be real. We all know what nudity does to the brain. Not just the male brain, but the brain. It's literally wired in our genetics that when we see the opposite sex, we get, feelings and emotions, because that's how fucking reproduction works. Right? So now you got a 7-year-old who's seeing boobs for the first time. That shit could literally potentially have lifelong changes. And it's just we were on YouTube. We were stumbling upon blah, blah, blah. And then this girl was trying on a bikini and I saw her hoo-ha. What?
Yeah, I mean,
what?
For example, whenever we were back in Ohio, my nephew, he has a tablet and he plays Roblox and a whole bunch of other stuff. And he was trying to install this stuff on Reed's tablet. I'm like, no. We're hanging out. They're doing family stuff. Get off the tablet.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You're not just going to sit around and do that stuff.
Right.
Playing video games on a console online playing games that's one thing, but I don't know, it might be an unpopular opinion, but when we were younger it wasn't as big of a deal because we didn't have smartphones until we were late teens, right?
Yeah.
So at least ones that could do kind of what they can do now.
Oh yeah.
So when Reed gets old enough to have an iPad or an Apple Watch or an iPhone or whatever it is, you best believe that kid's gonna have a child account where I can monitor everything and literally everything. Man's
thinking about all the times he was in his room looking at stuff he shouldn't have been looking at. And I'm joking.
Yeah, and it's just and it's less of I want to know what's going on and more of I want to make sure that he's not exposed to the bad side of the internet.
Right.
Because you see all those times you have articles of 13-year-old kid kills himself because of
bullying
online from Snapchat and stuff like that. So he's absolutely not going to have anything like that.
Tune in 5 years and we'll see if Jason upholds that. Continue.
Oh, absolutely, I will. There's not a damn chance. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's definitely shitty. And I think it's only going to get worse with AI stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Talking about
eventually the whole, putting it over top your eyeballs and you not being able to see what I'm looking at, but over in this window in my left eye, I can have, I'm watching Terrifier 2 and the dude's just slicing people's arms and legs off while I'm having a conversation with you in my right eye camera.
Just working at the bank.
Yeah, and then I'm over here, I'm just doing Excel sheets, and over here I'm watching someone get murdered, and then I'm over here doing Excel sheets, and I'm over here watching porn. Now I'm doing Excel sheets again.
Everyone's got government issued Apple Vision Pro and
dude, the day that the government says this is your official virtual reality device, I'm done. I will absolutely not be taking over. I say that. as if like I didn't be like, oh yeah, Spotify
free?
give you a free Google Home.
Absolutely, pop it on. Let's go.
$3,500 virtual reality glasses for free.
Like,
Send
sir,
it to me.
I have nothing to hide. Let's do this. You can watch me rewatch Lost for the 19th time. We're watching it together. You and me, Jacob from the government. Let's do it, buddy. Like,
strap in, grab your popcorn. We're watching this all the way through right now.
he's just sitting at work like, this guy's literally on season 5. It's been 3 days. It's been 3 days. Like,
by God, he completed the internet. He has seen everything.
he has 2 tabs open. He's got Lost episode 6, season 1 on this one, and episode 7, season 1 on the other side. He's watching 2 episodes at once. What is going on?
He's cracked the code. He's watching it at double speed.
Yeah, watching it at 4 times speed with subtitles on. Dude, there are
the
people,
windows are this small, and you're just playing every episode of Lost at the same time at times 4. You're like, I've watched everything already.
I'm just giving them every reason to stop monitoring me because they're like, there's nothing here.
Yeah, this man. Yeah, no, he's not going to end up on a list.
This is like his 19th small rig camera build out video today. This is his 25th lighting a room with 1 light video. Like, we're done with this guy.
Yeah, how many times is he gonna search for chicken teriyaki spice recipe? Brother, write that shit down. You Google it every single day.
He just watches people making espressos in their home cafes. What does this man do with his life?
Man,
he must be a stay-at-home dad.
Our future is so bleak.
Oh, I'm honestly, I'm at the point in my life where like I accept that I can't change it. I'm just going to make the best of what I can do. Speaking of YouTube, we both follow Seth Drums. Have you seen any of the stuff that's happening with his channel?
I do not follow Seth Drums. I just know who Seth Drums
okay, anyway,
is.
you know who he is.
Shout out to Seth. Sorry, my guy. I'll follow you next time.
Anyway, he's a guy who does a bunch of, you might not be able to, he does a bunch of videos where he'll like play like somebody made a mashup on YouTube of a cover song with like AI voices and music on it mixed with another song, and he reacts to it while he plays drums. Very talented musician. Does great videos. He is great.
I will admit.
Yes. Very funny reactions. He received his 3rd YouTube copyright strike.
Arnar.
So his channel is going to be deleted within 7 days.
Oof.
So he's been posting a bunch of stuff today. Like, we got our 2nd copyright strike last week. I have since made all of those videos private. Like, he's like, I'm doing everything I can to not get another strike. I'm removing the videos and like, but then he got his 3rd one today and he's like, I don't know what to do. So like, apparently a lot of people are like, from like music management and artists and other YouTubers who do this kind of content are like trying to help him with like saving his channel. Right. So hopefully he does, because that's how he provides for his family and stuff. So
yikers, dude.
It's just kind of crazy because this kind of falls in the same thing like you're talking about, where it's like they just like play a video, but they flip the image and all of a sudden it's not copyright.
Yeah.
But you're using someone else's content to make money.
Right.
So like, like to me, I love his channel. His content's entertaining, but like you're making a living off of what someone else did.
Right. Yeah. You are making music it your own, and you're modifying it and making it an unoriginal thing. But like at the end of it, did you get permission to sample it?
Yeah, I think without like explicit permission, or like, whenever High Five Tiger did a cover of a 303 song, like we had to pay for X amount of plays.
Yeah. And
once that number gets hit, we have to pay again if we want to keep that license going for that song. Right. So like I feel like unless you have that, express permission, I don't feel like any channel that uses somebody else's content should be able to monetize that video.
I agree. That is...
Or clip or TikTok or Reel or Shorts. But apparently YouTube Shorts, because he even made a comment about it, certain like Shorts have like a certain amount of a video, like a certain time length you can use under like the Shorts like rules or something like that.
It's probably less than 6 seconds.
Less than a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And you can use it. But like, I feel like that's fine, but we have people making, full livings on videos where they have like hundreds and thousands of videos of like this is just me doing something.
It's my face in the bottom right corner. It's the other video that you're actually paying attention to.
Right. And that's like literally all like TikTok and Instagram seems like it is anymore.
Right. It's all just reaction stuff. Or it's I've sent you a couple of those where it's like the video is cut in half and it's the top half of something unrelated and the bottom half is GTA or Subway Surfer or,
people
Fortnite.
Cutting things in like satisfying shapes. Or
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like something
top,
that like is sasatisfying to watch while you're listening to whatever content it is.
Or a comedian or someone else's video. And you're like, so which part is getting my attention, right? So both of them are, but is the channel either one of these? Probably not. So why are they getting paid when the two people that I'm actually viewing or listening to aren't the people getting paid? Like what? How does that make sense?
That's why, honestly, like I really feel, and this is being a creative and a musician, everything myself, like I really feel like there has to be like a big crackdown on reusing or stitching content that isn't yours and being able to monetize it and making videos using other people's content without express permission and being able to monetize that. Because like or AI generated content,
right?
Like you should not be able to monetize literally anything AI generated at all because you yourself did not make it. Just because you typed the prompt, unless you made that AI program,
like the machine learning did it. You just told it what to did.
You did not do it yourself. I feel like you should absolutely not be able to monetize that. So like I feel like in the next maybe 5 years, 10 years, there's
really going to give it that long? Yeah.
I mean, unless it is a Chinese-owned company that affects privacy of the American people, the government's not going to do anything about it. But I mean, Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, when you upload content now, you have to check if there is AI generated content, and if you don't, it will flag it as if it suspects that there is AI generated content.
Okay, but like, what's to stop you from just checking it anyway?
I have to look into it. I wonder. Let me just pull something up real quick.
Right, because like, I mean, let's be real. We've all visited a website where it's like, "Are you 21?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm definitely 21. My birthday was 1901." And they're like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm definitely 21." You know what I mean? Like, you definitely can get around a lot of that stuff. The question is like circling all the way back to my initial sheer bikini try-on videos, how do you moderate it? What do you do? How do you stop that from happening? Right? We just spent the last 20 or so minutes just saying all these terrible things about the internet as we sit here on the internet. But like, what is being done to protect, like you said, the creators? What is being done to protect the children from seeing horrific things online? I mean, I understand that I probably am the prime candidate for the bad stuff on the internet where it's drone footage of the Ukraine war and, adult OnlyFans content, right? Like I'm the guy with money to spend on dumb shit. So I'm the person they want. But like there's like we said, like the kids are on the internet all the time. They're going to see a bunch of stuff they probably shouldn't. The people who make the stuff on the internet, not the bad stuff, just make stuff in general. And then it gets stolen and repurposed, and then we watch it on channel 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of the original channel. It's like, oh, so channel 1, 2, 3, 4 got paid. How do we protect the original creator? Like what? How do we do?
Just putting their name, like their handle in the little corner is not. That's like if you want to use my content, you need to pay for it.
Agreed.
Because you are going to make a bunch of money on your clicks on your content or your clicks on your page.
Right.
Whenever you play this, how many viewers you get, I need paid for my video
and my time and my effort and all the stuff that I put into it.
Like when I sold photos to Fort Wayne magazine, I sold I think 4 photos and I got paid pretty well. Like they have a set number. Like, hey, you're getting the cover image. It's this much money. You're getting centerfold. It's this much money. You're getting like a few other placements. It's this much. Is that fair to you? Yep. Sounds good.
Yep. And then you signed over your rights to the image and now
they could use it for that publication and then like an online version of it. That's fine. I'm happy with that.
Right.
But like, you can't just take it and be like, oh, well, we tagged you.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. But that's not enough.
Like, how much money did you make on that?
Yeah, right. How many? Yeah, I want to know the analytics of your ad that you ran. How many clicks did you get? How many?
Well, similar concept. I follow a photographer on YouTube who made a whole video about like getting paid what you're worth essentially. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about where like he did a real estate shoot, and it wasn't just like, you know, your typical like $250,000-$300,000 home. It was like $10 million home.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, you know, what do you charge? Like the normal per room rate? He's like, or should you charge more? Because
like a percentage.
This person is going to make
Yeah.
how much money from this. Mm-hmm. So like you absolutely charge more. And he's like, I charge $10,000 because that person's
10%.
commission is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. So like,
I'm trying to think. Is that even 1% or 10%? Math is hard.
$10 million or, you know, $10 million house or whatever at what, 2%, 3%, whatever the number is. Like, you're making a lot of money.
Oh yeah. That's what I was trying to figure out my own math, but I'm dumb.
Yeah. So like charging somebody, you know, $10,000 to try and sell a $14 million house, it's worth it.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
And so like, it's the same thing where like now you see a lot of content creators saying like, you know, I'll do a video for you for $100 mm-hmm. just because they want to like make quick money. But like, if you were to do the same video for like a big business,
oh yeah, it's not $100.
You're gonna it's $10,000. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's kind of crazy. Like the whole content side of the internet and like content creation and rights and stuff. I feel like it's not like how YouTube used to be in like 2016, 2017. Mm-hmm. You know, there's so many different things in place now. And it's like, I feel like there needs to be they need to refine the rules and regulations a little bit more. Cause nothing's really changed outside of the flagging your own content as AI generated.
Do you think it's too little too late? Like, have we gone too far that like, no matter what change they make, like it's going to ruin the platform?
I feel like they'll just make that change and then a whole bunch of videos just won't be there one day.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, I think you have to do it before you spiral. And even after you spiral, you can still do it and save the platform because you have your people like, you know, like Marquez, you know, MKBHD, mm-hmm. you know, where the dude posts a video and then in an hour, he's already got 3 million views, you know, or like,
right. Yeah.
I watch the guy who that's like the food eating, you know, he'll post a video on a Sunday, every Sunday religiously. He posts a video and it's like, oh, it's been up for 3 hours and he's got 2 million views on it already. So like you have your people, you have Mr. Beast. Makes all of his own content, pays all of his own people real well, like puts all of his money back into videos. Mm-hmm. You have your people who can still help carry your platform.
True.
You know what I mean? And if anything, it'll get all of the people who aren't actually creators, the people who are just making videos just to have income, you know, from stealing someone else's content, essentially.
Right.
It'll just boot all of them off, and then you're left with more quality original content. That's what I want to see again, because like the 2016, 2017 YouTube days, that's what got me into photography. That's what taught me photography. Right. And that's why like I still love YouTube over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and like
do agree. Also agree.
So like I would love for it to get back to more of that instead of like YouTube shorts where it's like, okay, I searched for this thing because I want to see shorts about this camera case or this camera lens. But instead it's like you see one video about the camera lens you searched and then it's like, we think you might like this. And it's like some bullshit trash where it's like, you know, exactly what we've been talking about. It's like, this isn't real content. This isn't real content. This is like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like they just need to drop the axe, take a whole bunch of people off of there who aren't actually content creators and let it thrive again. It's like cutting off the dead ends. You know what I mean?
You got to drop all the dead weight. Interesting. What happens? I mean, what happens if they like, and I'm just playing devil's advocate because I can. What happens if they cut a bunch of people and then they all go to another platform and then YouTube actually doesn't survive? Or they cut a bunch of people and then all those people team up and do a class action lawsuit. And then the government's like, actually, yeah, we side with all those people. Then what?
I mean, honestly, that could happen because our government's really, really stupid when it comes to the internet.
Yep.
And like AI content and internet in general, social media. Because they're all in their mid-70s, they don't really know what's going on.
When they were literally born, most of those folks were born before like color TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they definitely should be making
you're
laws.
right. They definitely could side with the people who say that they're making original content because they don't know what it is.
Yep.
I don't know. It's a crazy world to be in right now, especially with social media and content creation, and I don't know.
I'm scared. I'm scared of the day that like you said, we get a government issued virtual reality headset and they tell you not to go outside and they mean it for real. And then it's not going to be soon. It's definitely not going to be within.
I mean, as long as I have a hot tub at my house.
So, like, do you bring me the pizza, or do I like how does the pizza situation
how does
work
the pizza
here?
get made?
Where's the pizza come from?
That's my real question. Like, okay, I get what you're saying. Stay home. Here's your Apple Vision Pro 7. Okay, that's right. Who brings me the pizza?
Yeah. I'm here to stay home. That's fine. When do I get pizza?
Does Panda Express still deliver on DoorDash?
Yeah. Can I get brown rice in my Chipotle bowl? Like, how does this work?
Are the servings any better now? I don't.
Now that they're government controlled.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, I'm
government controlled Chipotle rations.
You get 10 grains of rice, and that is it.
Sir, can I please have 12 grains of rice? Absolutely not.
May I have some more rice, sir?
Absolutely not. Yeah, -7 meow meow beans.
Yeah. Down social credit score. Down negative points. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm scared of the day that, they tell you that you're not allowed. The air is too polluted. It's too hot outside. You can't go outside no more. The cars, we're out of gas. You can't go nowhere. You have to stay home. And everybody just works from home now. I don't know how it'll happen. I'm not here to be that sort of futuristic thinking, but it's going to happen. They tell you to stay inside. They tell you to put the goggles on, and then you join the metaverse, whatever the fuck it's called at the time, right? You're going to join the virtual reality simulation that they want you to believe. And it's just going to be ugly, man. Because your kid's going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Oh, dude, I'll be there.
You're going to be there. We're going to be 5-manning Destiny dungeons with your kid, but it's not going to be Destiny dungeons. It's going to be like, I don't know, drone airstrikes to foreign countries, and we can't get our drones taken by the foreign people.
We think we're just playing a game, but it's actually real life.
Welcome to the Truman Show 2.0, baby.
Well, thank you for joining us for episode 60. I swear we're not a conspiracy theory podcast. We like to speculate wildly sometimes, and that's what happens. But we're actually a comedy podcast.
Tell me I'm wrong, though. That's right. That's what I thought. Every Wednesday, everybody.
Your midweek Sadbois update. Next week, we might actually talk about Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were supposed to talk about Game of Thrones.
We were supposed to. I just thought about that like literally 30 seconds ago.
I specifically watched the new episode so that I could talk about it. But now I'll have 2 more episodes to catch up
That ending, though?
Of the 3rd episode?
Yeah. You mean the book?
The book?
Yeah, because she said, like, we'll be the one to unite. You mean from the Book of Fire and
Spoilers. Yeah, I forgot. Yes,
I'm not. No spoilers yet. No spoilers yet.
I'm over here doing no spoiler context, and he's over here actually. But
I literally said one thing, and it didn't. It just no context.
Yes, I was. Megan and I were watching it, and when she said, "Oh, he said blah blah blah," I was like, "You fucked up. You shouldn't have said that," because like. Now she's pissed.
She knows. Like,
yeah, now she's pissed. So tune in next week when we actually do spoilers for Game of Thrones.
I'm excited about it. I'm going to get my notes together. It's going to be good.
I'm going to do no spoilers context here because I would hate to ruin it for someone who's actually going to watch the show. But as always, thanks for being here. If this is your first episode, welcome. If this is your 60th episode, thanks for coming back.
Appreciate you.
Are farmers. We're the Midwest Sad Boys. As always, I'm Jim.
And I'm Jason.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Stay sad, y'all. What's the music vibe? Pick. Just say something random.
Literally anything. Banjos.
Banjos.
Oh, God.
Stay sad, y'all. Bye.
Like a straw hat, maybe? Like some wheat in the... Bye, guys.
See ya. Bye, everybody.